Hi, I'm Sean Karendian, Managing Partner at Keystone Law Group, a Los Angeles probate firm. Here are 5 most common methods for dividing a home that was inherited by siblings. The most straightforward approach when inheriting a home with siblings is to sell the home. After someone passes away, the executor of their will or the trustee of their trust can usually sell the home without the consent of the beneficiaries. Once the home has been sold, the proceeds from the sale can be divided amongst the siblings according to the percentage share each sibling had been designated by the decedent's will or trust. Even with this option, however, there are complicating factors to work through. For instance, will the home need repairs before it's ready to sell? Who will pay for them? Is it economically a good time to put the home on the market? Has the executor, trustee, or the beneficiaries accounted for the rent received? Does the executor or trustee need reimbursement for expenses advanced, such as the mortgage or property taxes? The siblings can seek to work out these issues themselves or with the help of a probate attorney. Another option is to keep the home and rent it out. When renting, instead of the home just sitting there collecting dust, they will be earning income, which the siblings can divide amongst themselves. Renting can be a permanent or interim solution when inheriting a house with siblings. For example, if it is not a great time to sell, the siblings can agree to rent the house for a specific period of time until it is a better time to sell. But what if there's a sibling who doesn't want to sell or rent the home, but instead wishes to live in the home? Maybe the sibling was living with the decedent and caring for them before their passing. For this sibling, a buyout of the other siblings could be an option. If one sibling wishes to own the home and their financial situation permits them to buy out their siblings' shares of the property, a buyout could be a win-win situation for everyone involved. The sibling who wants the home could own it, and the siblings who don't would be paid for their shares. Common issues for the siblings to work through for a buyout include whether the equity of the home can be used to fund the buyout, how to value the home and whether to obtain an appraisal, strategies to preserve the parent-child property tax reassessment exclusion. On the other hand, if a buyout is not feasible, the next option would be for the siblings to negotiate a private arrangement among themselves. If siblings cannot reach an agreement about what to do with their inherited home, they can privately turn to arrange a deal that everyone finds fair. For example, if one sibling wants to own the home but doesn't have the funds to buy out their siblings' shares, they could offer to make monthly payments with interest to their siblings until they are fully bought out, or if there are other assets that are being inherited, the executor or trustee can distribute the home to one sibling and assets of equivalent value to the other siblings. Another option is to allow a sibling to live in the home for a period of time before selling. Unfortunately, siblings are not always able to reach an agreement. When this is the case, the only option that may be left is to force the sale of the house by filing a partition action. If the siblings cannot reach an agreement about what to do with the house, they have an absolute right to file with the court a type of lawsuit known as a partition action. When such actions are won, the court orders the house sold and the proceeds distributed to the siblings according to their shares. And while it is possible to defend partition actions, doing so is difficult, as the court typically cannot force a co-owner to maintain ownership of a property they do not want. This makes partition actions a very effective tool in resolving complicated property splits between siblings and others. This concludes our video on options for inheriting a house with siblings. If you're seeking help brokering a deal with your siblings or bringing a partition action, don't hesitate to schedule a free consultation with one of our probate attorneys by clicking the link in the video description. Finally, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to be notified when new content has been posted. Thank you for tuning in.